From the moment you find yourself staring down the barrel of your own despair, when every ounce of hope feels as though it's been ripped from your chest, you stand at the precipice of a choice. You can languish in self-pity, clutching at excuses like life rafts that already have holes. Or you can face the raw, unfiltered truth. You are the architect of your own destiny, even if right now you're shivering in the rubble of your own failures. The path out of rock bottom begins not with grand gestures, but with the hard, unromantic decision to refuse to accept your current state. No comforting platitudes, no soothing words, just the cold steel reality that change demands relentless action. From this moment forward, excuses die. You pick up the pieces, acknowledge the mistakes, and steel yourself for the battle that is both against the circumstances of your life and the unyielding force of your own mind. Every fiber of your being will scream that you can't do it, that the mountain of setbacks is too massive to conquer. Let it scream. Those doubts are your fire, your fuel, your invitation to prove yourself wrong. Discipline is born in the crucible of discomfort, waking at 4:30 a.m. when every muscle begs for another 10 minutes of sleep, showing up when nobody is watching and the applause of the world remains silent, grinding through the monotony because mastery isn't won in moments of glory, but forged in the sweat of endless repetition. Embrace the pain. Let each drop of sweat be a testament to your refusal to be defined by your past failures. Every push-up, every early morning, every page written or mile run is a brick in the fortress of your future. Build it brick by brick, rep by rep, until your new reality towers over the rubble you once called home. You will fail again. Good. Failure is not the enemy. Stagnation is. When you fall, you expose your weak points, your vulnerabilities, and the exact places where the steel must be poured thicker. You don't shy away from these moments. You stare them down, you examine them, and you use them as blueprints for reinforcement. The only true failure is the choice to surrender, to let one setback become the chain that shackles you to your old life. Rise, bleed, and rise again. Every scar etched into your resolve is a badge of honor, proof that you confronted adversity head-on and refused to be broken. Carry those scars proudly, for they mark the metamorphosis of a soul unwilling to remain small. Purpose is not a destination perched at the summit. It is the relentless climb itself. You discover meaning not by waiting for a revelation to strike like a bolt of lightning, but by carving it out through daily acts of courage and consistency. Purpose demands that you align your actions with your values, that you hold yourself accountable even when the world looks away. It's in the integrity of your word, the strength of your commitments, and the courage to stand alone when everyone else takes the easy road. Your purpose is a compass forged in the furnace of your convictions, a compass that will steer you through storms when the winds of doubt howl around you. Follow it ruthlessly, without mercy for half measures. Surround yourself with warriors, not worriers. The people you allow close to you either magnify your ambition or amplify your excuses. Choose allies who demand your best, who challenge your complacency, and who raise their own standards so high that you have no choice but to ascend alongside them. Shed the dead weight of relationships that drain your energy, that whisper you're not enough when you're already doubting yourself. Forge bonds with those whose vision of you is larger than your own, so large that it forces you to stretch, to grow, to transcend the self-imposed boundaries of your former life. Together, you become an unstoppable force, each one raising the bar higher. Disrupt your comfort zone daily. True growth lurks in the territory where fear and uncertainty reign. Volunteer for the projects that terrify you. Speak up when your voice trembles. Extend your reach to the places you've convinced yourself you don't belong. Every time you push beyond the familiar, you expand the perimeter of what you believe is possible. Build a tolerance for the unknown, for that brief, adrenaline-fueled moment when doubt snarls but you charge forward anyway. Each conquest, no matter how small, dismantles the walls of your former limitations. Your mind is your battlefield. It will deceive you with seductive lies about your inadequacies, your past missteps, your supposed lack of talent. You must train it as rigorously as you train your body. Feed it with messages of empowerment. Drown out the noise of negativity with the pounding anthem of your own resolve. Create rituals of mental fortitude. Morning readings that kindle inspiration. Daily journaling that tracks your wins and losses. Visualization exercises that etch your goals into the deepest recesses of your subconscious. When the storm of doubt rises, these rituals become your lifeline, the anchor that prevents you from drifting back toward the currents of complacency. Action annihilates fear. Every deliberate step you take silences the cacophony of what-ifs. Stop waiting for conditions to be perfect. They never will be. The only way to learn if you can do it is by doing. Launch the project, make the call, send the application, start the workout. Even if you feel wholly unprepared, you will never feel fully ready, but that is precisely why courage is measured not by the absence of fear, but by the decision to act in spite of it. Build a habit of boldness, of moving forward even when your knees wobble. That habit will become your signature, the unmistakable mark of someone who refuses to be paralyzed by uncertainty. Set audacious goals, goals that terrify you more than they excite you. If your targets feel comfortable, you're not aiming high enough. Challenge your limits, stretch your vision until it borders on the impossible, and watch how your potential expands to meet the demand. Break these colossal goals into micro steps that you can attack each day. Celebrate the incremental victories. Each one is a milestone on your journey upward. Track your progress with ruthless honesty, measure the data of your efforts, and adjust your tactics when the results fall short of your demands. Obsess over the details. Greatness is built in their margins. Gratitude is not a squishy sentiment. It is the forge that tempers ferocity with perspective. When you remember how far you've come, even the grimmiest days feel lighter. Daily gratitude keeps your ego in check and your heart fierce. Appreciate the challenges that sharpened you, the critics who fueled your fire, the setbacks that forced you to innovate. In gratitude, you find the humility to keep learning and the audacity to keep pushing. Be thankful for the grind, because it is the only path to the summit. Your language shapes your reality. Forbid the words can't, never, and impossible. Replace them with declarations of intent and action. I will, I must, I am. Speak your commitments out loud. Tattoo them onto your consciousness. When you verbalize your resolve, your brain recalibrates to find pathways to fulfillment. Command your mind into submission with the power of your tongue. Rest is not weakness. It's the strategic withdrawal that primes you for the next assault. Schedule recovery as rigorously as you schedule work. Sleep, nutrition, and moments of quiet reflection are your ammunition reserves. Without them, your performance will degrade, your focus will waver, and the demons of doubt will find chinks in your armor. Honor your body and mind with disciplined rest, then return refreshed, reloaded, and ready to conquer. Measure success not by external validation, but by the integrity of your process. Results fluctuate, applause fades. The only constant is how you approach the work. Are you showing up every day? Are you pushing your limits? Are you learning, adapting, and evolving? If you answer with unwavering honesty, you will find rewards far more satisfying than any trophy, because they spring from the bedrock of your own relentless effort. Fear of failure is a leash that binds more tightly than any external chain. Break that leash by reframing failure as feedback, as data that guides your next move. Analyze your missteps with surgical precision. What worked, what didn't, why? Then iterate with cold, clinical efficiency. Failure is not a verdict. It's a footnote in the epic tale you're writing with your life. Strive for progress, not perfection. Perfectionism breeds paralysis. The pursuit of excellence demands iteration, adjustment, resilience. Launch imperfect projects, release them into the world. Learn from the reception, refine, and relaunch. Momentum is your ally. It compounds with every cycle of action and learning. Guard against stagnation by keeping the wheel of progress spinning, even if each revolution feels rough around the edges. Your toughest opponent is the version of yourself that lingers in the past, clinging to comfort and familiarity. Outgrow that version. Stand tall in your new vision. Every day, look in the mirror and see the person you are becoming, A person forged by fire, refined by adversity, and driven by a purpose that transcends mere survival. You are not who you were yesterday, and you will not be who you are today forever. Evolve. Passion without discipline is a flicker. Discipline without passion is drudgery. Fuse them. Find the intersection where your deepest interests meet the world's greatest needs, and apply unyielding rigor to pursue it. That is where fulfillment and impact converge. That is where purpose ignites. When doubt claws at you, return to the truth of your efforts. Recall the nights you refused to quit, the mornings you crawled out of bed, the times you pushed past every excuse. Let that evidence stand as a monument to your resilience. You have overcome before, and you will overcome again. The storm will pass, and you'll emerge stronger, sharper, more determined than ever. Legacy is not built in the echo of applause, but in the silent consistency of your deeds. Live in such a way that, years from now, the person you become is unmistakably the product of the choices you make today. Let your life be a testament to the power of relentless persistence, unshakable belief, and unwavering action. This journey from rock bottom to purpose is not for the faint of heart. It is a crucible that will test you, torment you, transform you. Embrace the fire. Welcome the struggle. For in the end, it will not be the weight of your burdens, but the strength of your resolve that defines you. Stand up, step forward, build yourself anew, because the world needs the fullest expression of who you can become: undaunted, unbroken, unstoppable.